Once again, welcome to GoETBTigers.com and welcome to another edition of ETBU Extra. Hello, I'm Mike Midkiff. For the next 45 minutes, possibly an hour, we're going to talk Tiger athletics. We're broadcasting live from the first floor of the Ornella Student Center on the campus of East Texas Baptist University. And we're going to talk Lady Tigers softball right at the top of the show. And Coach, before we talk about the upcoming American Southwest Conference Championship Tournament, which begins tomorrow, let's go back and talk about the final regular season finale. Traveled out to Abilene to play Hardin-Simmons. Go 2 for 1. Kind of recap the whole weekend.
Well, we went out there knowing that we needed to finish out the season on a positive note, and we did. The girls played all 3 games. They played really well. The last game was kind of one of those games where you walk away from it not knowing how to feel because your kids play really well and you still wound up losing. It was from the first inning, hitting the ball hard right at people, and the next inning they dink one in. And so it was really frustrating as a coach, and I think on the player side of it, just to kind of, baseball and softball are one of those games that can just devastate you because you can do a lot of things right and still not have success. Hit the ball hard and you feel like that's success, but it doesn't always.
Yeah, pitcher can pitch a no-hitter but still lose the game.
Yeah, and so that's part of what comes with the game. That's part of what makes it awful, but it's also part of what makes it great. And we got a dose of that, but they did play well, and I think we're at the point right now where we're ready for the big games. We're ready to compete and try to advance our season, further. So we're excited for this weekend and ready to go.
Well, in Game 1 against Hardin-Simmons last week, you win that ball game 9-3, and as I was going through the box score, I saw something kind of unusual. Lindsay Lewis went to the plate officially no times in the ball game because she walked all 4 times. She scored twice and had 2 stolen base. Now, when you talk about good at-bats, you usually think, I want to have a good at-bat at hitting the ball, but
right.
Walking 4, scoring runs, and stealing bases, that's a good at-bat when you walk 4 times.
Yeah, it really is, and I know it was a little bit frustrating for her this weekend because those kids, hitting is the fun part of the game, and that Hardin-Simmons pitching staff is really inconsistent. They they make you chase a lot because they aren't very consistent on the plate, and she does a great job at that. She has a great eye at the plate, and equals 4 times on base for us, which helps equal success for us. Even though I know it's a little frustrating for her because she doesn't see that. It's not necessarily you see it as success, but it is for our team equals runs and success. So
yeah, scoring twice, that's success.
Yeah, for sure.
And walking twice. In Game 2 on that Friday, you win 5-1. The game was tied going into the 3rd, but I'm sure you were glad to see those 4 runs come across there in the top of the 3rd.
Yeah,
At the top of the 4th. Top of the 3rd, we had the 4 runs.
Yeah, for sure. The second game of the series was a big one for us. We knew we needed to take the series, and the girls did. Again, they played well and did what they needed to do to be successful, so we were pleased with that.
Of course, you end the 3-game series losing 2-1, but the good news is you finished the regular season at 31-8, 24-5 in American Southwest Conference play, and now your team heads out to Tyler tomorrow to compete in the American Southwest Conference Championship Tournament. First game for the Tigers will be at 4 p.m. on Thursday, barring any rain, lightning, or anything else that could be happening in East Texas. And you play at 4 p.m. You play the winner of UT Dallas, Louisiana College. How are things progressing to get there for tomorrow?
Well, good. We obviously know both those teams well, had success against both of them, and kind of have a game plan going for either direction that we have to go. Our goal is this weekend to walk away with no regrets. Like, we didn't, not regret the fact that they didn't work hard or not regret that they didn't dive and stuff like that. We've talked a lot about focus and energy and excitement and just playing together as a team, and that being what we leave our season. If this is where our season ends this weekend, that it's because we did everything we could to stay alive. And if it's not, continue on with that mindset, focus on everything that we do, and control the things that we control, which is our energy and our excitement, and then just playing together as a complete unit and really just putting everything else aside and going hard.
American Southwest Conference Championship Tournament hosted by UT Tyler there at Sutton Link Field. It's a double-elimination tournament starting on Thursday, and the championship game could possibly be Sunday. But here's something that's kind of, it happens this time of the year in East Texas. Thunderstorms can roll in. There's a possibility for rain Friday and Saturday. How do you prepare a team for a delay like that if it were to occur? Or can you prepare them?
You can't really prepare for that stuff, but all you can do is just do your best to stay focused on the task at hand, and that's going over there and winning every single game. And so that's kind of the game plan, because we know there's chance of rain this weekend, and we've got to do what we can. We can't control that, but we can control how we react to that, and that's going to equal success for us.
As you and your coaching staff evaluate the whole season, kind of talk about why you think your team is ready to enter into the ASC Championship Tournament.
Well, these girls have progressed throughout the season, and it's hard to kind of look at the season that we had, and I know people kind of discount a lot of stuff because of where our program's been for a long time, but they've had a great year. Right now we have 3 wins against teams that are ranked first in their region, and so that's a huge amount of success that a lot of people don't, unless you look into who we've played and what we've done, you don't really see that stuff. You just see the numbers, and we're second in the conference, but they don't really see the big picture. And right now everything's the big picture for us, and just having a good year and doing the best that we can.
Tournament time, anything can happen. Past couple of years, we've seen ETBU and UT Tyler in the championship game. I guess we're expecting the same thing.
Well, obviously our goal is to win the first game and take it a game at a time. We'd love to have an opportunity to face them again this year. We feel like, we need to, wrong or right, we went over there and didn't play well when we played them earlier in the year, and we'd like another shot at them, and the only way to do that is to win the games that you need to get to them, so that's our goal.
I've asked this question before. How does the American Southwest Conference rate nationally among all the D3 softball programs out there?
Well, I think last year was a perfect example of, to give you a big picture of it, ETBU's program had lost 6 games all year, and they were to UT Tyler. UT Tyler, going into the national championship game, had lost 3 games, and they were to ETBU, and they finished second in the nation. And so if that just kind of gives you a big picture, like the only team that we lost to all year was a national runner-up, that just kind of shows you how strong our conference is. It's kind of sad that at the end of the day we got matched up right off the bat, because I think both teams could have made a great run all the way in the national tournament. And our region is so strong that and it shows. We had 2 teams in the top 3 in our region that ended at the World Series, just how the paths that they went, and it's been like that a number of years. But it's very strong in our conference, very strong in our region, and there's a lot of good softball played out here.
Once again, looking forward to be Mike's side tomorrow on the ETV Sportsnet as we carry the Lady Tigers to the American Southwest Conference Championship Tournament beginning at 4. Time could change if the other 2 games go longer whatsoever. Coach, any final words before I let you go here on this Wednesday afternoon?
No.
All right. Best to your Tigers as you head out once again to another appearance, the American Southwest Conference Championship team. The team who's been there the most times been to the tournament, ETBU. Yep. Of course, you've been there several times as a player as well and a coach. So looking forward to see what the Lady Tigers do this weekend at the American Southwest Conference Championship Tournament. Don't go away. We still got more Tiger athletics to talk here today on ETBU Extra. Back in just a moment.